Guys, welcome back to another episode of Scoreline Sports. In this video, I'm just going to be giving my predictions for the knockout stage of the Euro 2024 tournament. And I just kind of want to preface this by saying I have very little knowledge on soccer or football, depending on where you come from. Really, the only soccer I've watched in the past was the World Cup in 2022. And this is my first time ever tuning into this Euro tournament. So some of my picks may not seem very educated. Some of these I'm really just guessing on, but I'm gonna try my best. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you agree or disagree. But without further ado, let's get into it. So starting in the round of 16, we've got Spain versus Georgia. Spain looked really good to me. They look like the best team to me in the group stage because they went 3-0, finished with 9 points. I think they were the only team to do that. Georgia got in after they had that upset win versus Portugal on the final day of group stage play. So they're kind of a surprise team that made it to the knockout stage, I think. But I think Spain's just been too good for this tournament so far, and I think they're going to win pretty handily against Georgia. Then we got Germany versus Denmark. Germany, in my opinion, has looked the second best in the group stage. I'm pretty sure they went 2-1-0, only tying to Switzerland, finished with 7 points, but they look really strong in their group stage. And Denmark, I don't really know that much about Denmark and how they performed in the group stage. I feel like they got a couple ties in there. But yeah, I don't really know that much about them, but I think Germany's been playing a lot better, and I think they're going to get the win against Denmark. Then we got Portugal taking on Slovenia. Portugal won their group pretty easily. I think they had it wrapped up after the second match, so maybe they just had an easy group, but they still played well. Coming off a surprising loss to Georgia, though, but obviously with Portugal having already won the group, there's motivation questions regarding that loss to Georgia, maybe. And then Slovenia, kind of a surprise team. I didn't even know that Slovenia had a soccer team because I really only know them for Luka Doncic for basketball. But I'm going to go with Portugal with this one. Cristiano Ronaldo, it's easy to go with him because he's one of the best of all time. Then we got France and Belgium. And this to me is a really surprising matchup that we got because I looked at the world rankings for FIFA and France is number 2 and Belgium is number 3. So it's kind of crazy that we have number 2 in the world versus number 3 in the world in the round of 16 of Euro. But honestly, Belgium did not look good at all during the group stage. They lost to Slovakia to start it off, and then I can't remember if I feel like they beat Romania, and then they tied whoever the other team was in their group. But France also didn't look that good. They had a chance to win the group, but they didn't. They ended up losing the group to Austria, finishing second. So both these teams kind of underperforming a little bit, but I trust France. I trust Mbappe, and I think they're going to get past Belgium. Then in the top right, we got Romania versus Netherlands. Romania ended up winning their group, which had Belgium in it. I would have expected Belgium to win that, but Romania got it, so props to them. And then Netherlands, I feel like Netherlands is one of those teams that's always kind of at the top, but seems to be a little bit underrated to me. I feel like they were kind of underrated in the World Cup, and they ended up almost beating Argentina, losing that one in PKs. But Romania's also performed really well so far. So I feel like the bait is to take Netherlands in this one, but I'm not going to count out Romania. But I do trust Netherlands a little bit more because they've been in these types of situations before. So I'm going to go with Netherlands. Then we got Austria, in my opinion, the most surprising team from the group stage, winning the group that had both Netherlands and France, taking on Turkey, who finished second in Group F with Portugal. And I feel like this one, I'm definitely going to go with Austria on this one because I feel like they got momentum, they got confidence now, and I think they'll be able to get past Turkey. England versus Slovakia. Slovakia, they did pretty well actually in the group stage, better than what I would have thought from Slovakia because they don't really seem like a soccer nation to me. And then England, obviously they won their group, but I feel like they kind of underperformed for their standards, being England. But I think they'll get by Slovakia in the first round here. Then we got Switzerland and Italy. By the time I'm making this video, this game is like just about to start, so I have to get this one out quick. But Switzerland honestly did really well. They finished second in Group A, tied Germany. They look really well. They look really good in the group stage. Then Italy, they're the defending champs, so a lot of expectations surrounding them. But look, I'm gonna be honest. I want to go with the upset here, so I'm gonna pick Switzerland. I just feel like they've looked more stable throughout the tournament so far, and that may be a crazy pick. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with Switzerland. Then we got Spain taking on Germany in the quarterfinals. In my opinion, these two teams have looked the best so far, so this is kind of a toss-up for me. And it's really tough. It was really tough for me to make this pick, but I ended up just going with Germany. No real reason why. That definitely could be a wrong pick, but I'm just gonna go with Germany there. Then we got Portugal and France, two of the biggest stars in the game, Ronaldo and Mbappe, going at it in the quarterfinals. And I think so far Portugal has looked stronger, but I just don't really trust Portugal. Or maybe it's not necessarily my distrust of Portugal, but more of just me trusting France because I've seen them do well in tournaments before, like the World Cup, and especially World Cup 2018 when they ended up winning that. So I'm gonna go with France here. This is definitely gonna be a great matchup though, and it could definitely go either way. Then we got Netherlands and Austria. This is one where I feel like normally you would have to go with Netherlands because I feel like they're probably the better team. But like I said, Austria has been playing really well and they got momentum. Actually, these two teams already played in the tournament. I don't remember who won. I feel like maybe Austria would have won that. I don't know. I'll have to look, but I like Austria because they got momentum. So I'm going with Austria for the upset pick. Then we got England and Switzerland. Unfortunately, I think this is where Switzerland's run comes to an end because I feel like England is just too solid in these types of games. I think they're going to gain some confidence after they beat Slovakia, so I'm going to go with England to beat Switzerland. Then here in the semifinals, we got Germany versus France. I feel like I should go with France here, but I feel like that's also not really that. I don't know. I feel like that's not a fun pick. That's not really risking anything. And I can't lie, Germany's looked really strong throughout this tournament. They've looked stronger than France. Um, there's something about Germany that I feel like this is just kind of like their tournament. Maybe I don't know. Um, so I'm actually just gonna go with Germany in this one. Uh, that could definitely backfire on me because France is, like I said, they're number two team in the world, number one in Europe. But we'll see what happens. I mean, that's part of it. I think I'm trusting Germany though. I'm trusting them. Then Austria versus England. I feel like this is where Austria's run has to come to an end. I think, like I said, England is just too solid. At this point, they're gonna have confidence after beating Slovakia and Switzerland, and I think the playmaking on England's side is just gonna be a little too much for Austria. So then the finals, we got the host team Germany taking on England. Um, this is honestly a tough decision for me, but like I said, man, Germany, they're the host team. It feels like this is their tournament to lose. Or maybe not their tournament to lose, but their tournament to win. So I got a lot of trust in Germany. I know England has Harry Kane. He's one of the better players in the world. I think this is definitely going to be a close one, but I'm going with Germany to take the Euro 2024 title. So, guys, let me know if you agree with my picks, disagree with my picks in the comments down below. Like I said, I have very little soccer knowledge, so this is kind of just me guessing and going out on a limb in some places, but I mean, that's the fun of it. So, yeah, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.